you. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm like immortal in Valorant, you know.
I found out last night she's a winning record on Sonic Fox.
Yeah.
In Mortal Kombat. They've only played once, and it was like first tournament ever. But you know what? We fully take those.
We take those, absolutely.
She's also saying, I knew that she played Clarin. She has to. She doesn't have to, but she prefers playing the Abyss or the Slasher skins for Clarin because the skins where the blade is like a beam of energy and partly see-through. Yeah. It's harder for her to hit the tipper spacing. There's something about it being like a physical object that tracks better.
I definitely could understand that. Yeah.
I'm like, I actually have a harder time with it on those, but I see the vision here.
It's a fully tangible, real object. Yep. Like, okay, cool. I know I need to hit the tipper.
Yeah. And then speaking of tangible, real objects, on the other side, we've got Crag, who is maybe like the Abyss skins are fully the like Eldritch Nightmare Fuel kind of stuff.
They're so cool though. Yeah. Like I love that kind of stuff.
It's the closest to both Eldritch Horror and Body Horror we've ever gotten in a platform fighter.
Right. Oh yeah, I love a good giant hulking eyeball just staring at me menacingly.
Like definitely some of the fighting games have had those on lock with what is it? What's the character in? God, I'm blanking on the game. It's like the weird like morphs around, mashes up. Now every single character in Rivals has a skin that's like, ooh. It's just unsettling enough to fit the cartoon style. I'm a big fan.
Right, yeah. I was like, if this wasn't just that cartoony style, then I think it'd be a lot more unnerving in my opinion. But like, it fits perfectly just enough because of the style, and it just looks so cool. Okay, forward air, doing forward air things. All right.
Also, before we're getting fully into it, I did want to point out, some people were asking earlier in person, these outlines you can turn on and off. These are like just purely for accessibility. These are the team colors that you normally get, but you can just turn them on in singles if you're like, hey, certain skins make it a little bit harder for me to see, or just like I'm colorblind, or anything like that. So I think it's dope that it's on. I don't play with it on personally, but like the fact that you can just immediately flip it in the menu, other players are gonna flip it back later. It's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, having all these accessibility options does help a lot for literally anybody that wants to play. And
I will always shout out accessibility options like back throw forward strong. One of the best accessibility options you can get.
Oh, you want to take them out at anywhere from 50 plus? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the joke. I have to be careful because then people have repeated what I've said. That's like, oh yeah, it's like, no, that is a mix-up. I promise you it's a mix-up. Anybody who's like, I don't know, anytime I get hit by Claire and I die at 60%, I'm like, that means you missed 3 50-50s.
Yep.
Like, I play other fighting games. If you miss 3 50-50s in a row that are hard callouts,
you kind of
deserve to lose the side.
You kind of deserve that.
In other games, you lose the full game. Here, you lose 1/3 of the game. I think that's fine.
I think that's fair. Mirai is not able to get really any offense going right now. Nurse is kind of styling right now.
This also is going to be a matchup of, you've mentioned Nurse. We've talked about some of her traditional fighting game experience. Also plays ult. But Mirai definitely comes from Rivals 1.
Right.
So she's one of these players that's like, I know the characters and maybe I'm getting used to the new engine, and I think for Nurse it's almost the other way around.
Right. Man, though, I will say, like, props to Mirai for staying up.
Yep.
167 now, looking for okay.
Although shout-outs, I gotta put respect on where it's due. I did see Nurse playing Rivals 1 yesterday too.
Yeah.
There's been some there's some Rivals 1 setups because of the Blast Zone, the community side events.
Right.
But I definitely saw Copter and Nurse just grinding out some Rivals 1 because they both main characters that aren't in the new game yet. Like, I really want to. I think it was like Absa and like one of the workshop. I think Tom maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, neither of those are in yet. Oh. Great job calling out Crag's resources. Wait, I gotta listen to it. No, they cut out before. The Clarin skin, the Clarin win theme, but in the minor key, that going in is just like such a good touch.
Love the minor details in this in general. All right, going in. The best stage in the game.
That's crazy. I like the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't dislike the stage. There's just I am part of the like I just auto go to Godai Delta.
No, that's valid. Very valid.
I go to PS2 and in like other games like it. I am definitely in the I like my one thing. Ooh,
what a denial.
Up special fast enough.
Okay.
That's that ambiguous, like, if the Crag drops down, I can't do it right away, but you drift a little too low. you do get your, not just like your jump, but you're able to go through the pillar if you do that side special.
Okay.
And that's how you're going to be able to get back.
Okay. Little nurse hunting off stage, and it's like, oh yeah, does Mirai have pillar? Yes.
Yep.
check box. Yes. All right.
Yeah, take notes on edgeguarding Crag. It is not the impossibility.
Nope.
It's not solving a puzzle like everyone makes it seem.
Makes it out to be, yeah.
It's hard. It's just knowledge. So if you're like, all right, they have used side special.
Yeah.
Until they land, they don't get to do that again.
There we go.
They have used pillar. Until they land, they don't get to do like.
Nope.
It honestly,
pay attention.
once you learn those, edgeguarding Crag feels the same as edgeguarding everyone else. You're just doing it further out on the
right.
the side.
You're like all the way like you're tickling the blast zone at that point. It's like, oh wait, I can actually do things.
In fact, if you get Crags that are used to being able to pillar really early because no one's punishing them for it in like gold, silver.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many kills at like 30 because they go for a bad pillar. I'm like, I'm
Way
just gonna
too
jump
early.
out.
All right, cool, yeah.
Like I'm already jumping towards you with full momentum, and then you pillar. I'm just gonna hit you on the pillar now.
Yeah,
hey, look how close to the blast zone we are.
I promise you'll hit first. Oh my goodness. I just noticed they put commentator for nurse's dad.
She has commentator on her start GG thing for it.
Funny.
I think that is the, if everyone gets a sponsor tag of how they got to the event, I got to the event because they paid me for commentary, so.
Let them know.
It's like the people that have like their friend's name.
Oh yeah.
Like Stango has Boyko Stango
Boyko's,
because Boyko's helped him get to a few things.
Yep.
Brosa, who's not here right now, but actually will be coming later. He and I are doing top 8 later for this. It's just employed Brosa. I think it's either that or job Brosa. It's one of the two. I don't remember which one it is.
I love
it's
that.
really funny though.
Okay, what a connection here, staying. But I just noticed, yeah, they're both outside percent-wise.
This has been a much closer set than I expected.
Oof. Perfect timing.
I know Nurse has been grinding, so I'm happy to see that. I thought this was going to be like not a blowout, but definitely Mirai taking it.
Yeah, a little bit more Mirai favor, but
yeah, but Nurse taking game 1 and then this game 2 being
super close.
So back and forth. Doesn't get the sweet spot.
That's crazy. I thought that was going to connect.
Yeah, Tipper would have killed.
Look how locked in she is, though. Like, that is full gamer lean.
Oh, whoa.
Wait a
okay.
minute.
Didn't pay off, but at one point, Mirai literally just through dash dancing got her way from the corner all the way to mid-stage. Unfortunately, did walk into a jab at that.
Walked into it. It's like, hey, that time, Tipper worked. It worked.
Hey, they nerfed Tipper jab, but if you hit it and you're at that higher percent, you're still going to get it.
Yeah, you're gone.
It's just not the like end-all be-all at every percent.
Anymore, yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh,
wow.
There's been a number of times now. Mirai.
3 times? Hello?
I didn't be able to get, it doesn't get to the ledge.
Done.
It has say until she lands. There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Not having to use side special, but being able to get there with the air dodge alone.
This was so close, but this is exactly what I was saying. Nurse is bullying Mirai off stage.
Nice. Good utility.
Even if you don't get the kill, you racked up so much damage.
Yep. I mean, I will say, like, good defensive utilization of the neutral special. Using the block. Okay, still had pillar all the way up.
I thought she was just going to break pillar and take, you take the fall of I got the stock.
Very low.
No, that's a good spot. That's a good spot.
Okay.
Hey, I will never count Crag out.
Yeah.
Last
no,
stock,
you can't. You literally can't. Yeah, you literally cannot.
I've seen too many, despite everything I said about edge guarding, seen too many Crags live to like 200, 300.
It's running through, okay.
Okay. Oh, and the forward tilt.
Yep. We'll take it. The tiniest fist bump. Okay.
Wait. Oh, every game is a best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5, yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We're still in this.
Yeah,
all right.
Best of 5s all the way through.
I forgot it. We're all best of 5s. I love that we were able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it's you mentioned is like rivals singles being the most injured game. Like, we are the main event, but it's like the fact we're doing best of 5 for everything.
Yeah,
all the way
no,
through.
at best of 5 it counts for Brawlhalla, counts for MultiVersus, counts for.
Dot.
I am surprised they went back here.
Yeah.
So, I think this stage is pretty good for Crag, but I feel like Claren does all right here. Sure. And there's stages where I think Crag gets more
off of, yeah.
The problem is I think the stages that Crag gets more off of tend to be a little bit smaller, and Mirai, like, we're not seeing rock. We're not seeing a lot of these options of, like, you got to pull rock, you got to, like, get your projectile going.
Yeah.
One, there's been times where I think she's had space but didn't feel comfortable with it. And then there's a lot of times where it's just Nurse is all over you. You are not able to get this right now.
I don't know if that's like a fear of like potential, you know, down special coming out from Nurse at any point in time, or like if she's like maybe not an option she's thinking about using. But yeah, Mirai,
she's definitely thinking about using it. I've seen her play like against other people before. The bigger thing is if you get caught out holding a rock or pulling that rock, it's almost like a stance.
Right.
You don't have access to your normal attacks, but you also are way heavier.
Correct.
And because of that, you are going from like, I'm already the fastest fast faller in the game, to I'm now the easiest character to juggle by far. Does not matter. I've seen people take like 60 damage. Oh, and that's what I was saying about going out.
Yep.
This went from so back and forth. Each game was fairly close.
Download
Nurse is
now.
just like, all right, I know your recovery habits. We're good. We're chilling.
We're good. We're in it. We're gaming now. But yeah, I mean, definitely a different gear shifted in for Nurse and Mirai.
Yeah,
a
lot of it has been the jump habits.
Yeah,
because there's been a number of times where Mirai is like, oh, I'm gonna escape, and like I'm gonna jump out, and Nurse is there like with a down air above her, being like, hey, you like to up tilt out of disadvantage. I'm gonna jump above and down air with my just playing around disjoint has been the big thing.
Doing an amicable job of it right now, keeping that pressure on. Now it's close quarters fisted cuffs. Like,
yeah,
she's staying on sticky.
Crag hurts. Crag can scrap.
Yeah, but can't get up there. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Firing back. 99 under the last though. I mean, we seem crazy. Ooh. Oh wow, that connected though.
Which that'll connect. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore what I was gonna say.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Little 3-0 from the good Nurse.
There we go. Phenomenal play. Honestly,